on this one here, just starting to play around with a few of those sort of shadow type of areas and other build-ups of shapes and how all these elements kind of break up, and some little indications of textures and things, just to get a little bit more of an idea of what I'm after there. So as you can see from the reference, I'm kind of taking, using some of the ideas, like how the water kind of, is wrapping around some of the rocks, and we got a bit of sand out of that other photo, that I hadn't sort of initially painted in my thumbnail. And so you can get some like sort of free information that just cuts together nicely when you bring in these photos. But the initial composition and lay-in, that's the bit that we've sort of worked on, and we're in control of the whole composition. And just doing one more soft light layer, just dragging some gradients over the top, just to kind of bring all the colors together a bit more. And I'm just painting with soft light over the top as well, just adding in some blues and things. So this is sort of like little finishing pass, just to play around with the colors a bit and get everything a bit more vibrant, and just sort of like tying together a bit more. With this one, what I want to do to kind of speed up the process even more is just kind of start with a photo, like sort of what's called a plate, and start painting just kind of like directly on it, and using it as a bit of a base. So I'm just going to kind of drag it out and make it sort of relatively fit, and then just start painting on over the top. And then I'm just color picking off that plate and kind of just putting in some different rocks, sort of more in the foreground. So now we've kind of got like a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. So starting to get like a 1, 2, 3 read. And just trying to carve out those shapes at the top a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more dynamic, and working within my composition. So the big thing with using photos like this is really getting the photos to work for you, not the other way around, not like you being a slave to the photo and kind of putting things in and not sure where to take it. You really want the photos to work for you, to enhance the design, for you to be like in control of that process the whole time. So just on a soft light layer here, just airbrushing up the top just a little bit more, just with like I'm thinking about just adding a warm kind of pink color up the top there. Might just help with the sort of color vibration, just a little bit more color detail, a few more blues around. Just trying to really subtly adjust those colors, just so the color is not too flat overall. You're getting nice variation in the color, but keeping it subtle so it all feels like it's within the same palette. Just trying to go through and just tidy this up a little bit, just get the silhouette nice and clear. But yeah, just with those, just with the help of that reference there, and just painting on top, those, thinking about, even with this little ship, it's pretty suggestive. It's really small when they're painting, but really thinking about like top, side, bottom. It's a 3D shape, and painting those forms, right, so that when you zoom out, it's just got a nice read that it's like a 3D shape.